As a social care worker, I've seen a lot of things. Part 3. I stepped off the porch and walked around the side of the house, checking the secondary windows. They were all identical. Every window on the ground floor was aggressively sealed against the outside world. I returned to the front door feeling a distinct sense of unease settling into my stomach. Then I noticed that the glass panels on the front door were also blacked out with taped paper. I raised my fist and knocked loudly on the solid wood frame. "County Social Services," I announced. "I am here to conduct a mandatory wellness check. Please come to the door." I waited for a full minute, listening intently to the silence of the neighborhood. I knocked again, much harder this time. "If anyone is inside, you need to answer the door," I stated firmly. "If I cannot verify the safety of the resident, I am legally obligated to contact law enforcement to force entry into the premises." A few seconds later, I heard the faint sound of footsteps moving softly across the hardwood floor inside. The footsteps stopped right behind the front door, then I heard the metallic click of a deadbolt sliding back, followed by the rattle of a brass security chain engaging. The door opened just a few inches, stopped by the tension of the chain. The interior of the house was entirely pitch black. I could not see anything through the narrow gap, but a wave of stagnant, freezing air drifted out onto the porch. "Who are you?" a voice asked from the darkness. The voice did not belong to an 82-year-old woman. It was the voice of a very young woman. The tone was smooth and calm. "I am a county social worker," I explained, holding my badge up to the narrow gap so she could see it. "I have been assigned to check on the elderly resident of this address. The county has not been able to reach her for several months. Can you tell me who you are?" "I am her granddaughter," the young woman replied smoothly from the shadows. "You do not need to worry about her. I moved in a few months ago to take care of her full time. She is perfectly fine. You can close the case and go back to your office." "I appreciate that you are caring for her, but I cannot just leave," I said, maintaining a calm but authoritative stance. "Agency protocol dictates that I must make visual contact with the primary resident to confirm her living conditions and her cognitive state. I need you to unchain the door and allow me inside for 5 minutes." "I cannot do that," the young woman answered immediately. "My grandmother is resting right now. She had a difficult night and she finally fell asleep. I am not going to wake her up for a government inspection." "I do not need to wake her up or interview her," I countered, leaning slightly closer to the gap. "I simply need to step inside, see her breathing in her bed, and verify that she has access to food, running water, and proper medication. If you refuse to let me verify her safety, I will have to sit on this porch and call the police. They will break the door off its hinges, and that will be incredibly distressing for your grandmother." There was a long, tense pause from the other side of the door. I could hear her breathing softly in the dark.